Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now. And there's something funny that happened yesterday. I mean, in yesterday's video, if you would have seen that video, I had said that we had crossed 650 subscribers, and yeah, it was such a celebration time and stuff. And then something happened that I lost two subscribers. There were two people who unsubscribed to the channel, which again makes it 649. But then I guess this is a part of the game, and I'm willing to embrace it. I'll continue to still make good content, hopefully good content, and hopefully I'll also have your support. So the film that I'm going to be discussing today is the Malayalam film John Luther, which was recommended to me by two of my subscribers, again Chaco and Manju. So thank you so much for recommending me this film, and Malayalam has always been my favorite. So I had that kind of the excitement to watch this film, and finally I did get to watch it on my new year on Tuesday. And this video comes couple of days late because I had other stuff as well, but better late than never. So John Luther, it is again another investigative thriller about a cop who loses his hearing, and how he is able to crack the case. I think that is the crux of the story. And the screenplay here, is just about 2 hours long, which I think was perfect for this kind of a investigative thriller. Another good aspect is the first thing that I noticed about the film, which is the setup, the world that is created. How often have I said that about Malayalam films? And the world that was created here, it almost transformed the beautiful, hilly regions of Munnar into those foggy ones with some mysterious kind of a setup that was there. It was cloudy, and there was a bus that was traveling amidst the rain till that very first shot where there is a dead body that is discovered on the roof of the bus. I think that entire sequence, I think, just set the ball rolling excellently for the film to come. Then you also get a glimpse of the personal life of the protagonist once he's introduced, and how he's a workaholic, and he's not able to give enough time, even doesn't have enough time to, he barely gets to attend his sister's engagement that is planned. So this is the basic setup that I really enjoyed. It gave me a glimpse into the mind, into the psyche of the protagonist, as well as the setup to the world, which was so good. Following which, the investigation is a lot of fun. It is a nail biting investigative thriller for most parts, and I'll get to the flaw in a minute as well. But when I did see the film, I was always into the film. I did not find myself distracted enough, and that is also, it continues. It is a normal investigative thriller till that twist is introduced where he loses his hearing aid. I think that was an interesting bit. Trust Malayalam films and his writers to spring up a surprise every time things are starting to go in one direction. Like if it's getting too simple, there is a layered complication that is introduced, and for the better of the screenplay. And that, I think, added a lot of a whole new dimension, whole new layer to the investigative drama that was there. I felt that was really unexpected, because I did not go into the film expecting that. And once that twist was introduced, the kind of events that he has to face, at his workplace, all that did eventually come into play before, kicking on with the investigation again. How he was able to grapple with that disability that he had, and which was going to be a part of his life going forward. I think that was something that was really interesting. I think the twists and turns were also pretty good up until the last 30 minutes, which after which I was able to guess who the final culprit was. And I think that is where that little slip in the screenplay comes. If I have to talk about some beautiful investigative thrillers or serial killer movies, be it 21 grams, which was again discussed on this channel, or whether it was Antakshari, again discussed on this channel, or if there was a film like Anjam Pathira, which had Chaco as well in it. So I mean, those were films. Why would I like such films? Because they had that element of surprise right until the last scene. There was one trick up their sleeves right at the end, and here it just did not really come into that zone, once it became a little obvious in the last 30 minutes. And although the setup was again interesting in the final act, but I still felt that it lacked that finishing punch that was there. That finishing punch was lacking in the film, although the drama was consistently watchable towards the end as well, with a lovely setup in the final scene. That entire hospital sequence was nicely choreographed, but I felt it did lack that surprise element that was there. It was probably one trick too many, revealed too fast, I think, in the screenplay. You can put it that way. I think the revelation could have been right at the end, with the discovery of something that was more startling rather than something that you kind of expected, to make it there. So I felt, in that sense, I think the movie stumbles in the last half hour. But overall, the screenplay I really liked. I think the screenplay was pretty good and pretty interesting for most parts. Coming to the technical aspects, I felt the dialogues are pretty good. Um, they do create an impact, definitely. I think the music was good as well. One thing that I lacked in the screenplay is that probably they missed a trick. I think they could have tied the personal life of the protagonist and introduced it in the main plot, like someone from his family got disappeared or something like that, just to tie things up. But the BGM is excellent here, and BGM consistently, keeps you engaged throughout. I think the cinematography is outstanding, and it captures some of the most serene and beautiful scenes with creating a level of ambience to it also. So I think ambience to the drama, which had that kind of intrigue and mystery, I think that was something that was really good. Director Abhijith Joseph did a pretty good job. I think he did a fabulous job. In fact, his direction was tight, and he did hold your attention throughout, except for probably the last 30 minutes, where I don't think the direction was bad in any at any stretch of imagination, but I felt somehow that finishing punch was lacking. But that's okay. I mean, the direction was still pretty good. I think the performances are pretty good here as well. I think Kumara Savan, he did a pretty good job. Deepak Parambol, I think, is highly underrated as an actor, and I really enjoyed his performance as Felix. Jayasurya as the main, John Luther in his titular role. I think he did a brilliant job. I think his performance as a no-nonsense cop at the beginning was very convincing, but then after he got that hearing disability, and thereon, his character required a certain sense of physicality to it, and I think he did a pretty good job in that, as he did an excellent job rather, I think. So do I recommend John Luther? I do recommend John Luther. It is a pretty interesting film. Keep your expectations low as far as the final act is concerned. I think that is a little underwhelming, but the film is otherwise consistently watchable, and I think you should totally catch that. The film is streaming on Manorama Max, which is also a channel on Amazon Prime. So if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. To read my full review of John Luther on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Please visit that link and visit more other reviews for that. Also, there are many reviews, interviews, everything that you can think of is on my site as well. Please do visit and share your feedback on that as well. Also, let me know what did you think about this film, and any other films if you'd like to recommend, and please subscribe to the channel. I think I don't wish to lose subscribers, but then I'll continue to give out good content. I'll try to do that rather. If you have any complaints, let me know in the comment section again. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Letterboxd. All the links are in the description box below. So then, and we are going to meet again tomorrow with another Malayalam film. It's a new Malayalam film, so I gear up for that as well. So then, until tomorrow, stay tuned. Thank you so much.